A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was a former UCI student. I was actually a transfer student. I went to Orange Coast College and transferred to UCI. I left to get my PhD and came back here, and I've been here ever since. The change was very sudden, and I was absolutely terrified. I didn't have very many technological skills before then. I didn't even have a Canvas site. My website was a WordPress site. I didn't have a Canvas site. I didn't know how to host Zoom meetings. In organic chemistry, we need to be able to draw. I didn't have a way to draw and have that show on the screen. So it was a really overwhelming, gigantic journey for me. I teach the whole year of organic chemistry, and I had already bonded with my students. I tend to have the same students the whole year. So I was really sad that I wasn't going to be able to see them. And I had all of my videos recorded, so that wasn't a problem, but that connection with the students, building that class atmosphere of everybody working together was really important to me. So I made a couple of decisions at the beginning of the pandemic that actually turned out to be really important. The first thing was I did not want a Zoom webinar. I wanted to be able to have the chat and to have students be able to communicate with each other in the chat. We had a Monday check-in. I would open up with a warm-up question. We'd talk about what was happening that week. The other thing I did was I had every Friday I had a synchronous Friday POW, and I would give them problems and we would go over the problems and students would ask questions. It was very interactive. I don't think that students realize that it's a relationship between me and them. And when I see reactions from them, it feeds me. So they keep me energetic. My relationships with the students keep me energetic. And that was what I was really worried about at the start of the pandemic. How am I going to be talking to this blank screen? How am I going to fill myself up? And that was actually really hard until students got comfortable with the chat and we were interacting like that. So it was the same thing, but it's all about the interaction. So I never get tired of teaching because there's always new students, and I get so much out of my relationship with my students. Definitely want to say that any challenges that you have or anything you want to do to improve your course, you want to create a Canvas site, you want to improve your Canvas site, whatever you need to do, there are people to help you. The DTEI office hours are amazing for that. I had them help me with my Canvas site when the pandemic first started. I had to have a picture on that first page. I had to have the bar, that could click for the different modules. I had to have that. I was not happy with just the plain Canvas site with no pictures. When I was having trouble with my videos for my 51P class, I had help. I learned how to edit the videos to improve the sound. And so any challenge that you might have, there's somebody here to help you with that. That's a really tough one for organic chemistry because the class has the reputation of being the first class a student will fail. So they come in absolutely terrified. And so my job for them is to create a warm, welcoming environment. They can ask whatever questions they want. There's no stupid questions. I've done a couple of things that have really helped. Number one, I created a 51P preparation for organic chemistry class. It's a 3-week online class that will give them some really necessary skills and have them come in with confidence. And so it's all about building confidence. Active learning in the classroom, some students are so terrified of organic chemistry, it's paralyzing for them. And the thing that they need to do well is to work problems. And they're afraid to do it. They're afraid to fail. And then they get opportunities to see that, wait, I was afraid to work this problem, but I got the answer. And I actually, the student next to me didn't know how to do it, and I helped them. And so they're getting that confidence, getting that self-mastery, self-efficacy. And the other thing is I help them to build critical thinking skills. That's something that's really important to me. My class is not memorization, it's about building critical thinking skills. And you know, only a small fraction of my class are actually going to be chemists. The rest of them, they need good thinking skills for the rest of their lives. And so if I can send them off with improved problem-solving skills, then I'm setting them up for life. It's very helpful for them. I knew that there was going to be a transition between online teaching and in-person teaching, especially because my students are mostly sophomores, and they had their whole freshman year was all online. So just having to show them, they don't really know what it's like to be a regular college student, and now they're having to make that transition, and this is what it's like, and this is what you need to do, and it makes a difference when you're here. It's not the same thing as watching a recording. My students know that I care about them. I teach them well. I grade them fairly. My exams are fair. I am challenging because I believe that I believe in them, and I don't want to short sell their abilities. I want them to grow as much as possible and learn, again, that problem-solving ability.